Hey guys, it's Jess, and welcome to part 4 of my Inconceivable campaign run with Chaps.
Hi.
Okay. I believe when we start this one, it will be the Outsider Fort.
Yep.
Yeah.
There I am, all awesome and stuff, carrying the fabricator.
This is really fun, carrying the fabricator.
Wait. Jin's using lethal.
Especially when characters make you talk to them.
Get everyone inside the meeting hall, now!
I will say this is probably the most unfun part of the campaign.
I like it.
I think we spent, what, 4 sessions doing this?
No, I don't think it was that much.
I think it was. It was like 4 2-hour sessions.
Carmine, get back up there!
I wanted to kill myself.
The DBs did that for you, though.
No, it was the what are those guys? The Guardians?
DBs, yeah.
Guardians.
Subset of DB.
Guardians.
Sentinels.
And Guardians.
There's only one Guardian.
I really don't like you.
Alrighty. And here you see us setting down our wonderful little fabricator before the brilliant cutscene.
And this is where we start setting up. You'll see what I'm doing on my side, but Chaps, why don't you tell us what you're doing on your side?
I made a fence.
Okay, that's really helpful.
It was a cool fence. I essentially made a fence in the same spot as Jess. I can't remember if we had enough money to build a sentry over there as well. I think we did. Maybe not on this part. I'm really bad. I
really
don't
hate these
remember.
pots.
Pot's bad, okay.
Why do they put those pots there? I mean, God.
Everyone get ready!
So for this first part, a lot of them come from the right. Jess is camped over here, and I'm up in the middle section. I'm not actually mirrored from her. I'm up in the middle next to the billboard. Not billboard, whatever it is, the postage board where you can post funny things.
I will also say that at this point I didn't see the retro on the other side, but I ended up grabbing it. It'll probably be a little bit more helpful than the Enforcer here, so I would start off with that.
Yeah, the overkill she has on her back isn't really necessary. Also, you can kind of see she's doing a little bit of the feathering of the trigger here. Like spamming the trigger.
Ugh.
So that's what you want to be doing if you're using the overkill. This thing, or the Enforcer. This thing has no range, so if you're using it, make sure you're feathering that trigger.
Somewhat feathering.
Somewhat. Not there.
Not there.
You just gave up. It's like the past you heard the future me saying that. Just said, screw you, Chaps.
I will say I was surprised at how helpful that Oscar and Reyna were on my side.
Not on my side.
Well, no, because you're stuck with Dell. Because you're besties.
Guys, we've got trackers!
Yeah.
Tracker destroyed! Got enough! Tracker!
I think I got lucky with the trackers here.
Yeah, they really liked going to my side a lot. And if I didn't kill them, they normally went up my side and then came back to yours.
Yeah.
I guess another thing...
Go ahead.
I was going to say another thing to mention here is if you were able to keep a Marksa all the way through the first part, a Marksa is absolutely wonderful to have here.
Unit reloading. Work!
I tried not to stay too close to the front, even though they weren't that close when I started running back. But like I think we mentioned before, 1 or 2 shots and you're done for. So
Yeah.
I would always prefer like getting far back space. So here you'll see I'll pick up the retro.
There we go. And we build our sentries for each side. We set them up top here just because they're a little bit safer. They'll survive a little bit longer.
Unlike Horde sentries, they will never run out of ammo. You just want to keep it so they have health. 'Cause once their health runs out, then they're done.
Yep.
Here they come!
So I think at this point here, at the beginning I did have a sentry over on the right with me. And now I've built a new sentry for the middle, and I put a fence in the middle. Is that this point, Jess?
No, I think it's the next one.
Okay, I'm really bad at this. It's been a while. Almost a full month.
It's been like a week.
Chaps has no short-term memory.
Oh, you did set it up in the middle, but we don't need it there. Not yet, at least.
No, I think this is the checkpoint where they come. This is... Some of these checkpoints are just obnoxiously long. That's why this takes so long.
Yeah, I have found throughout the campaign that their checkpoints are very inconsistent because some are just, and we'll talk about this towards the end of the game, are so short and unnecessary, and some are so long and ridiculous, and I'm not saying you shouldn't struggle through some parts, but it would just be nice if there was a little bit more even time between, and work put into between checkpoints.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably top 3 hardest checkpoints in the game.
This is what kept, I mean, we had everything else under, you know, control, and this was just the checkpoint that became mechanical because we kept redoing it over and over and over again.
Yeah. This was fun. So when the DRs start rushing like this, they can explode and kill you, damage fences, damage sentries. So once they're lit, as we call it, we like to try to either rush up there and make them detonate early, or we put enough damage into them so that they explode.
Knowing that I had the turret next to me, I just kept shooting at it because I knew the turret would do the same, or the sentry.
Yeah.
And it would have taken it out, which it did.
So here you saw she just moved the sentry over preemptively because we knew this sentinel was coming.
Yeah, it spawns me where I don't want to be, so...
General graded the Watchers too?
So we knew that was coming, so we moved this sentry to kind of guard us in the middle a little bit more. And now we're just going to keep this thing marked and keep putting damage into it. This is another example where the retro's not bad, but if you had a Marksa or a Hammerburst, it would help tremendously.
Alright, who's next?
Also, I will say, it's mostly just luck with the shots of the salvo. I mean, I wish you guys the best, but sometimes they would hit, sometimes they wouldn't. I really felt like each run we did was more just luck.
So here you can see there's 2 more sentinels that came out. We keep this one marked because we want to take it out. Like, we're not going to put even damage on both and shoot at separate ones. We're going to try to take one out so there's less incoming fire.
I don't know why I'm shooting at the pony here either.
'Cause you're bad.
Come on!
And now the Guardian, or Sentinel, comes and just freaks the crap out of us. I thought we were screwed.
I was not pleased here.
But we lived. And we have one more to kill.
I think by now everything else has kind of been taken out.
Yeah, for the most part all the small guys are taken care of. I have a sentry on the right that's taking care of that. Jess has a sentry that's kind of in the middle, but pointed a little bit to the left. Right next to her there, and that's pretty much taking out any of the small things on the left, along with our little bot guys who are helping.
Yeah, this is not fun to do with an enforcer.
Feather the trigger.
There's no point, it's a big target. I can get it. Give me my retro back. Just switch to retro. Okay, good, I'm smart.
This time, you win this round.
Sweet!
Can't even like tell you like the relief. Wasn't this also like we played for a couple hours and it was like, okay, one more time, just one more time, and this was it.
Yeah, actually, we did call it a night, and this was our last run.
Those damn DBs back. Again.
You know it's gonna get worse.
Alright, once again, buying more sentries. I set one up on the left over there.
You go ahead, yo.
Jess sets one on the right here. No, wow. I set one on the right. Jess sets one on the left. And
You're
then
like me now.
Yeah. And then I set another one on the right. So essentially, here we're going to have one sentry completely guarding the right. We're not going to have to do anything. It will completely handle everything. And we have 2 sentries facing the middle. Then I'm going to guard the left by myself. And Jess is going to float.
So I start out up front trying to kill as many DBs as I can before I back up. A lot of times they wouldn't get me too bad up here, but by the time they get pretty close to the stairs there, I'm running back because, as I said previously, I'd rather be farther back than... It kind of just funnels them in at the front there.
Yep, and having these 2 sentries focus at the front here, I mean, it just puts in a lot of work. Combined with that fence there to slow them down.
Don't mind if I do. Drop pods! Guys, trackers incoming!
Tracker destroyed!
I feel like this is just like a waiting game, waiting for the DRs to come up.
Oh, yeah.
Because everything else is like totally fine.
I had to take out some trackers and a couple small guys on the left. The right was fine because of the sentry. But yeah, it's just waiting for those DRs and then trying to take them out as efficiently as possible. And it's annoying because sometimes they come up the middle, sometimes they go up the left. They never go up the right. So, yeah. I think
At least you can predict that.
Yeah, this time I've got one of the DRs at least over on the left, and then, yeah, there's the other one in the middle. The sentries make quick work of them. Hopefully you can kill it like that before it comes up and detonates on your sentry. And ammo, ammo, ammo. Ammo is your friend.
Yeah, you always want to make sure that at points where you have those few seconds to go refill to do so, even if you're not that empty, because you will need it later.
Try to shoot the trackers and not your sentry.
Oh my god. It's interesting too, like, it makes sense now that I think about it, but Kate has 2 bots with her and you have 1. I don't know if you could use that to play to your advantage if you had a weaker player. Be the second player. I don't know if it'll matter, but something to note.
Oh no, he killed our sentry. Or not killed it, but hurt it. I think this guy actually kills it.
Yeah, these tri-shots are a pain in the butt.
Bloop. Bye-bye sentry. So then you can see what I did here is I actually took the left middle sentry and I moved it to guard the left pathway. There's a lot of trackers, some small guys, some DRs, and most importantly, there's some M-bar dudes out there.
Yeah, that's why I swung around here. Not just to get ammo, but most of them will be coming up here on the left side.
Yeah, pretty much everyone comes up the left. There's still that right sentry to take care of that side. But the left gets overwhelmed, especially with those M-bar guys out there. That's why I want the sentry there. The sentry will be able to take out people without me needing to stick my head out and die. Because a lot of the times you'll just tap left trigger and you will die.
If your hand, yeah, if your hand is out of cover, like if you're blind firing, they can get you. So just be careful.
No, Gears 4 mechanics. If you're in cover, they can still hit you.
Well, that's true.
And I think that destroys our sentry there, which kind of sucks.
Don't know how I didn't die.
Yeah, you probably should have died there. But I'm glad you didn't.
You and me both, kid.
And this was a pretty close call here, having these 2 DBs actually get up into the base.
We didn't see them till a little late.
I think those are the final dudes, though. Like, so we killed them, and now all we've got left is this Guardian, who's probably one of the easiest enemies to kill in this, because he has some nice downtime between when he's shooting, and you can just put damage on him then, stay in cover while he's shooting, and pop out when he's not. I think you also lose your weapons after this checkpoint.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it doesn't matter how much ammo you have or anything. Yay! We win! Go team!
The relief after we finished that, oh my god.
Good job, young ones.
Let's look around and dance at each other. Alright.
Yay.
And that's gonna do it for part 4 of our Inconceivable co-op run.
Yep.
So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See you later.